Hello, hello. Alright, everything seems like it's working. Hopefully chat works this time. Finishing up some repairs today. So, this one I got working. It had, hey, what's up, JFix? So this switch was a dead eMMC, was able to clone it to a good eMMC, luckily. This is the new one. Uh, oh, okay. My microscope camera is not working. I probably changed sources again. Let's see. Oh, it's not even detected. Wait a minute. Is it plugged in right? Should be. Everything's lit up. Huh. Let me turn it off and on. I think it's this one maybe? Yeah, that was it. Okay. Heard it connect. Uh-oh, still don't see it. What happened to it? That's weird. Yeah, you have. No, I'm trying to figure out why my microscope camera's not working all of a sudden. It's not showing up. Yeah, I did that. Usually what I do to fix it, because it's done this before, usually I switch to a different source and then I switch back to the microscope source, but the source actually disappeared, which is weird. Oh wait, let me just activate whatever this is. And up, okay, it showed up now. And there we go. Okay. Um, so yeah, this was a dead eMMC. This is the new eMMC. And I used used a mod chip basically and NanFix Pro and was able to clone it over to a new eMMC because it actually had the product info. So it worked. I wasn't so sure about this one. I actually did a lot of work to this board before I figured out it was the eMMC. I'm not sure if it even had any other problems, but I did a lot of diagnosing on this one after replacing a lot of things. I finally was like, okay, I think it's the eMMC. I need to clean this up a bit. I need to get rid of that solder on the shield too. Wonder if I can just pick it up. Nope, I'll just wick it. Put a little flux on the wick. There. So how's everybody doing today? There we go, nice and clean. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Alright, let me hit this with a foam cube. Oh, nice. A barbecue, huh? At work? Damn. I love these little foam cubes. They do such a good job. I was using, well, this is one of the mechanic ones. I just recently got some of the Ma-Ant Nano ones. They're definitely more dense, but I think both are great. I'm probably going to throw this whole board in the ultrasonic cleaner because as you can see, I have pretty much done a lot to this. Like, I took off the BQ chip and the M92. I took off the Max 77812, and if you could see the other side, you'd also see that I replaced the other Max chip. So yeah, I think I'm gonna throw this in the ultrasonic cleaner rather than just try to clean the entire board by hand. Yep. Okay, let me just disassemble this whole thing. Get these cables out first. I also have another switch I'm going to work on after this one, in which I had to do some pad repair on the USB-C port. Yeah, you're right. I definitely wouldn't. Alright, the battery, backlight. I need to get that plastic cover off. Well, that thing went flying. It landed back on my mat, luckily. Alright. I think I just have one screw in here. One screw I usually put in to just kind of hold it there while I test everything. I should probably start preheating the ultrasonic cleaner. Let me get up and do that real quick. I just got one off Amazon. It was rather cheap. Does all right though. I doubt it's as good as like a Crest, but I could not afford a Crest. And this one's it's called One Zilly, I think. I made sure it had a sweep function and a degas function. Alright. Wonder how this thing's gonna sound when I turn it on over the headset. I've never actually ran it while I was streaming. Alright, I'm just gonna let that preheat for now. Okay. I think this one went in. Yeah, this one was this. Just definitely want to keep this good eMMC separate from the old bad one. What do I do with this old bad one? I think I'll just set it aside for now. I'll probably take the chip off and keep the actual board for it. This is from the other switch I was working on. That one's still got the eMMC on it, so I'll just set this here. It's fine. Yeah, okay, this one's good to go in. Alright. So I've got this switch. This is the one I did the pad repair on. I still have to put a coat of solder mask on it. Is that focused? There we go, that's good. But yeah, the pad repair came out pretty good. The only thing I have to do now is I have to make sure that when I put the mask on, that it's not too raised up so that it stops the port from sitting down. Thanks. Alright, let's see. I got the quick here stuff. And I do have the watch oiler to apply it. I was just using toothpicks before the watch oiler. The oiler is awesome. Thank you, thank you. Alright, just gonna squeeze some of this out onto like, I just 3D printed a flat piece of plastic and I just use it for like as a cutting board and for squirting things onto. Okay, that might be a little too high right there. This is the translucent one. I'll just kind of spread it a little more. Maybe that'll flatten it out. Hey, how's it going? Okay, hopefully that's flat enough. Thanks. Appreciate the words. I'm better at soldering than I am with diagnosing so far. I've gotten pretty decent at soldering. I'm still learning a lot when it comes to diagnosing. All right, let me cure that. I'm thinking that the solder will still stand higher than the solder mask. The hardest thing for me when soldering is that I'm like naturally kind of a shaky person. It's probably done curing, but I overkill it just a bit because it makes me feel better. Because this is the fast curing solder mask, the real life stuff. Okay, let's look at it. Uh, Gotta go a little longer just to make sure the top's fully cured. And then I'll have to put the USB port on. Now this switch was not displaying on the dock. I'm hoping that just like these broken pads are what the issue was. I'm not sure where each of these pads goes, but I suspect one of them was for the dock HDMI. Because it was charging and everything. Okay, that should be good. Hmm. Do I want to scrape it a little? Hey, Glisha. Thanks for dropping in. It does look a little high right there in the center. I think I'll try to scrape it just a little bit. Let's see, that should be better. I can do a little more than that. Get it off the solder right here. I think the rest of that's probably flat enough. There's a little bump right there. And it is a little high right here. There's also some on this pad. Don't want to scrape too much off that one. Alright, I think that's probably good. Now we see, I still gotta clear out, I have no idea. This was the weirdest USB-C port I've ever seen because when I opened up the switch, uh, these two sides were just completely sheared off of the port and they weren't even in there. So I don't know what happened to it. It honestly looked like someone cut them off and then soldered a port on or something. But then at the same time, it's like I don't feel like someone soldered on a port because the solder that was on it was definitely like factory. It was unleaded for sure because it was quite hard to remove. So I'm not really sure what happened to the USB-C port. I think I already threw it away. Yeah, I did. I already threw it away. But it was weird. Refocus my camera. Make sure you guys can. Nope, that's the wrong way. Go that way. There we go. Alright, we'll put some solder on here and see if I can clear out that. That part doesn't matter, I don't think, because it only goes in the side. Alright. I gotta get whatever this is off of this too. Hopefully that's just like burnt solder or something. That one too. The other hole's fine. Do I have the same tip on here? I do. Good. Um, yeah, I'd leave it. I'm at 420 right now. Usually have to be a little high to get the solder out of the middle. I probably have to add solder. What am I doing? Actually, that that actually got most of it. I don't think it's gonna grab anymore, but I might just be able to get that out the other side. Alright, see if I can get this bit out. Yep, that soaked up nicely. Still like some burnt in the middle there. That soaked up nicely. Guess I might as well just come over here with it too. Alright, let me flip this real quick and look at that hole from the other side. Oh, I can't see it because of the way that I have the board on this. Let me just take, let's see, take a small conical tip. Just gonna poke it in there. What do I have this temp on it? Okay, 420. Might not be enough heat. What if I put it in this way? I might have cleared it out. Can't see because the flux. Oop, one of those pads got, oh no. There we go, they're fine. Nothing happened. Didn't see nothing. Maybe I can get in there with a wipe. A little bit of burnt stuff there. Alright, let me take this out of the board holder so I can flip it around. Look at the other side. Looks like I pushed some of the solder out of it. Should still be enough flux on this to pull it up. Yeah, there we go, that's good. And let me see if, I don't even know if that's solder at this point. It just looks like a weird burnt piece. I just kind of fish that out. Oh yeah, it's just burnt crap. Weird. Because I did not put that there. But this switch didn't look like it had been open before, other than the weird, like, port that was sheared. Whatever this burnt stuff was, it really sticks to the board too. It's very sticky. I wonder if it's just different kind of flux. There's a bunch in that hole too. Not that this hole really matters, but there. Oh, now it's gone. That looks good. It's definitely good enough to get a port in there. tin these pads. Come in with a little flux. Uh-oh, that one came off. Gonna have to redo it. It just, that one has barely anywhere to attach to. Oh, did that one move too, or they just bridged? What's going on there? Ah, geez, that one came off too. That one might be able to just put that one back on though. It's hard because they have such little area to attach to here. These ones that go... Wait, which one is that? Which one came off? Hard to tell. The other one's still on my iron, I think. Which one of these was moving? That one. Did it just break? I think it just broke. Wait, why is there still solder there? I'm confused. Oh, this is the one that went over here. That's why. So those ones are fine. Never mind. Okay, I just gotta redo one. I was I was so confused at what I was looking at. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it was stuck floating in between these two. Yeah, this one only has this tiny point to attach to. Let me clean it and redo that one. The rest of them seem fine. And I do feel like those are sitting higher than the mask, so that's good. Yeah, really. Okay, let me get out my little pads. Maybe I can, I don't know, I could try to dig this out a little. I don't know if I can do it while the solder's on there. Probably can just scrape it away. I'm scared to remove what little there is of this via. There we go. Just need a nice solid point to attach to. Does this one? No, this one doesn't go to there. It just goes right into the board. I think that's okay. Let's see if I can get some solder on there. This is rosin core solder, so hopefully I can just... Oh, there we go. That's a good little blob. It's better than it was last time, I think. Okay. Which one of these did I use before? think I used, yeah, I used this sheet. Can't pick it up now because it's perfectly flat on my mat. There we go. Yeah, I used this sheet and I used those right there. First thing I'm gonna do is cut it because these are a little too long. I think right about there. And this one doesn't want to cut. I don't want to use that one now. It's probably very fragile. Yep, like that. There. That's better. See, I can get this one to go back a little flatter. Not that I need most of it. There. Alright. We add just a teeny tiny bit of flux. So this has something to sit, like keep its place in. Alright. Ah, there's a piece of fuzz right there. Can I get that? Come on, tweezers, you got this. There we go. Alright. Got this in my fingers. Where's my little pokey tool here that, yes, this thing. Ah, hey, what are you doing? There we go. That's what I want. Oh, that's still a bit long, isn't it? I'm gonna cut it. I want to cut it some more. Gonna get my little plastic cutting board out. Right about. I can get it to stop wiggling. There we go. Let's try that. Let's see if that fits. Yeah, that's better. That is better. Did I already say hi to you, Russ? No, I didn't. How's it going? Yeah, scoot that up. A little too much there. Perfect. Just get the tail straight. Perfect. That's how I want it. I add a little solder to my iron just so I don't suck it all up, hopefully. Oh. Okay, don't move. It moved. Come on, get back straight. I think that's good. But I'm a perfectionist, kind of, so good is not good enough. There. Alright. I'll break that off. Yeah, that looks, I think that's better than before, too. Oh, no, look, it just tore off. It's not a good connection. Let's try that again. Yeah, glad to have you here, man. I think that's better. Try and hold it right here so I don't pull it off. Am I holding it in the right spot? Yeah, we're good. There we go. Okay, now I gotta put a little mask on it. Hopefully that is sitting better than it was before. There's so little surface area here. Well, it didn't come off from the Q-tip. That's a good sign. Dang, getting fibers all over from the cotton swab. We don't like fibers. That's most of it. Oh no, there's still a little. There. Alright. Get the mask back out. Or is it already out? It's still out. I never put it away. One thing I don't like about this Relife fast curing oil is that if you squeeze out just the tiniest bit, it'll just keep dribbling for so long. And you can't like pull the suction back. It's made a huge mess in the cap that I used to seal it. Okay, just grabbing a tiny bit off of. I really just want the tiniest bit here. That's probably too much. See if I can wipe some of that off. Okay. That is probably too much. Because it's already got a little mask down on there. Wonder if I can pull some of this off with like a toothpick or something. There we go. All right. That's good. I don't like that fiber there. I'm gonna get that off real quick before I cure it. Almost. There. Got it. Alright, I'm just gonna place that over it for a minute. I know it's fast curing, but I like to be absolutely sure that it's cured. Yeah, put these traces away. Hopefully I won't need them again. Alright, that's probably good enough. Looks good to me. Wait, is there like a fiber coming off the top of it there? Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Well, I broke it. Broke part of it. I guess that just lives there now. That looks better this time. Let me get a little bit of this mask off of these. And right here. There, that's good. Yeah, fiber reinforced. Alright, let me try and tin that pad now. Gotta make sure each one of these pads is got a nice little bump of solder on it to make sure it's higher than the solder mask. Alright, please don't move when I... There we go. Oh my god, that was too much. There. I might need a little more flux. I'm gonna use a thicker flux. We'll use Omega 559. Can I clean off just a little bit of this without getting fiber everywhere from the pointy parts? There, that's good enough. Oh, that's so much better. That looks good. Except for maybe that one. That one I feel like needs more. Okay, let me put a tiny bit of solder Go on now. Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice. There we go. Yes. Get these all nice bumps. Oh, I love it. It's great. I only use it occasionally because uh, the nanoflux is so much cheaper, and so I can, I can accomplish most things with the cheap nanoflux, but every once in a while, something like this happens where I feel like I need the tackiness and the better quality, and I'll use the BHR flux for that. I got the Whiskey Tango and I got RA. This is RA that I just put on there. Oh yeah, that looks great. I'm very happy with that. Very tall bumps of solder just in case the port doesn't sit perfectly flat because of the solder mask. Alright, let's put a port on. Yeah, BHR flux is great. I feel like it's kind of equivalent to what I used to use when I really needed a good flux was MG Chemicals 8341. But it's kind of hard to clean. Oh, this is it's funny actually. This solder, I have had this for so long. I probably bought this solder like 5 years ago. It's from Radio Shack. Some Radio Shack 6040 with a rosin core. And I just haven't had to buy solder yet, so I'm still using it, and it works great, honestly. Let's see, how do I want to get this in here? Something like that maybe, I think. Yeah, they did. They did. I actually, when I first, I got kind of interested in soldering like 5 years ago, actually, and it didn't really stick with me. I kind of gave up on it until um, maybe like 6 or 7 months ago, and I decided to pick it all back up again. And then now it's really stuck with me, and I love it. But yeah, I got a lot of my starter stuff from Radio Shack. I got my multimeter there. I got the solder there. I got this. Let's see, where is it? This rosin soldering flux from there. All right, that's good. Where's my port? Right here. I want to try and pretend this because, yeah, I'm not very good at pretending these. I always kind of melt it just a tiny bit, but you know what? I'm gonna put the, I think, RA flux on here too. It just does a better job for things like this. Just a little bit. Oh no, doesn't wanna. Oh, that kind of works, huh? That's perfect. That's plenty. Yeah, I probably spent. It's kind of like a lot of people in NanoFix's chat the other day were like, I feel like I'm in the AliExpress business and not the soldering business. I've bought so I've bought so many tools off AliExpress. I spent probably too much money on tools and not enough on practical, like, learning things. Yeah, yeah, I definitely want to do repairs full time. That is exactly what I want to do. Put this on this side. All right, let's see if I can do this. Not enough solder. Oh, more. Okay, I might have to drag this way. There we go. That's good enough. Oh no, I got a little bridge there. I'm gonna clean my tip. Yeah, it'd be awesome if I could run repairs full time. That's definitely the goal. I melted that a little bit, but that's okay. Wait, does that go in that little hole? Oh no, that piece must go in there. Yeah, I've never actually like just sat here and looked at the bottom. I my microscope is it's an Amscope. Um I forget exactly what model. I actually bought this microscope like 5 years ago. I was watching a lot of Louis Rossmann, and I think it's the exact same microscope that he has. And I bought the exact same camera that he has or had at the time. Just soak a little bit of this up. I love the RA flux just kind of like soaks into the Q-tip. Okay. Been a minute since I did a USB port, so let's get to it. Get this hanging off the table a bit here. Alright, refocus my microscope. Oh yeah, and it had the reason it has the big hole in it is because that hole used to be where it sat on the arm. I forget what it's called. Just like the swing arm, but I 3D printed an adapter that I found online to adapt the microscope to fit on a VESA monitor arm. So I just, yeah, 3D printed the adapter and I just bought a VESA arm that was like $40 because I didn't want to pay the like 200 something dollars for the a microscope articulating arm. Too expensive. Oh yeah, I should probably put some solder in the actual hole part, huh? Hopefully this will just work without, I can lower the temp too. I'm down to 380 now. Although these are ground points. There, that's good. Yeah, yeah, that's just where it used to attach. All right. usually put, I like to put a little Captain tape on the back of this just so I don't melt it too bad if I mess it up. Because sometimes I don't get it on perfectly and then I gotta move it around. I need to add commands for like things. I'm not very like much of a creative person. I struggle with figuring out like what kind of fun stuff to put on the stream. Okay, Captain Tape, come on. It's so hard to unpeel the Captain Tape with gloves on. Alright, there we go. Finally, I got it. Uh-oh. What'd I do with my ceramics scissors? Oh, there they are. So I usually just put the tape on like this. I don't have I don't have a tape wide enough. Well, I either have too wide or not wide enough. So I just use the not wide enough tape. And I use two of them. Thanks, JFix. Because if I do start adding stuff to stream, it's probably going to be a while. Okay, this piece of tape just wants to fold. There we go. Probably be easier if I just move the port where I want it. That's good enough. And then I take my ceramic scissors and I usually come by. What I'll do is I'll cut this real short because, okay, I really need to get new ceramic scissors. There we go. I cut it real short because I've gotten my tweezers like stuck on the tape before, and then it made it impossible to get the port on where I wanted it. I'm kind of the same, Russ, to be honest. I I'm rather boring, I think, at least, you know. I never like have anything to talk about, so I just kind of narrate what I'm doing and I respond to people. All right, hot air time. What did I use before on this? I want to say I used 390. I was trying to be just below 400 so I didn't melt the plastic as much. And 99% airspeed since I'm going to be taking this nozzle off. Bunch of fuzz right there. Alright, got it. That looks good. I get my port ready. Alright. Here we go. Pull my hose over here a little more. The only thing I don't like about the Aten ST862D is that it feels like the hose is kind of short. Have that big blob right there on the top right doesn't like bridge anything weirdly or something. I could definitely see it somehow connecting to that one just below it. Hey Ace, how's it going? I got way too big of a blob there. Oh, there it goes. Good, good, good. That's what I want to see. Alright, wish me luck. I'm going in. Clean. That was clean. That I'm not gonna lie, that was probably the like I don't want to jinx it because I don't know if all the connections are good, but that was probably the best port replacement I've ever done. I didn't have to move it at all. Alright, now I'll take off this tape. Let it cool for a second. Let's look at those. How are those looking? They look a little high. Maybe not even connected, and I think that could be because of the um, okay, that one's not. That one's not. Yeah, I didn't think so. See, it's sitting on the solder mask is the problem. I could try and reheat it, but I don't think it's ever going to sit perfect. I'm hoping that even though these ones aren't connected, that the ones in like on the inside are. I can just run some solder over these, and then I guess we'll find out, huh? I might actually poke the tail insertion tool in it just like this and see if anything is connected at all. And then if there's actually some connections existing, I'll know that they're from the pieces that are under the port. And if so, then I will just solder these and we'll see where it is. That's still hot. It's warm. Yeah, maybe. I was pushing it down and honestly, I think that's as low as it's gonna sit because of the solder mask. But yeah, I'm curious if there's any connection whatsoever. So I'm going to poke this tail insertion tool in it. If there's nothing at all, then I'm going to reheat it. Oh, okay, we do have a bunch. Okay, I'm just going to try and solder those ones on the end and see. You can't really see, but most of those are good. Well, I think some of them, like, look, I can wobble the port up, and then most are good. So that's probably all the ones on the back. Oh, we got a bot. Goodbye. Okay. So yeah, let me just run some solder along the back ones and see if that solves the issue. I will also, even after I do this, I want to wiggle it around a bit while I have the tail insertion tool in there just to make sure that none of them are loose. I don't want to do shoddy work. Oop, bumped my camera. Get the focus right. There we go. All right, let's see. tip real quick. Definitely just bridged a bunch right there. Okay. Try and get this bridge. Come on, unbridge. There we go. How do those all look? I think a couple of them. Oh, there's a little bridge right there too. I think. It's hard to tell. Oh, well, if there wasn't before, there is now. Let me get this solder off of that too. There we go. That got most of it. That one doesn't want to come off. Hey, hey, good point, good point. You will unbridge. Any day now. It's gonna unbridge. I can see it. Ah, there we go. Finally. One thing I do want to do for stream, I want to get it so my chat shows the dang like emotes and stuff from YouTube and Twitch, because it looks like Streamlabs, just the basic chat, isn't doing that. Is that bridged right there? I think it is. I can't tell if it's just flux or a bridge. I think that's a bridge. Yeah, that's definitely a bridge. There we go. Okay. Are all these pins solid now? Nope, that one's loose. That one's still loose. That one's good. That one's good. Most of these are good. Okay, so just these bottom two, I think, or was it bottom three? Bottom three. Probably just gonna have to blob this on there. These ones are tough. I still don't think that's on there. That one might be. That one's definitely on there because I see a bridge. My light just turned off. It's on a motion sensor. These two are being... Okay, well they're bridged, so I know it's on there. Now I just have to get rid of the bridge. Okay, now I think they're all attached. Let me clean this. Yeah, those are definitely on there now. Let me put these feet in a little bit because I don't want, I know it's going to wobble more if I don't have those soldered in. So when I test it, I want to make sure that it's as secure as it's going to be. And then if it doesn't work, still I'll pull it out. Can I get the tiniest bit on that? Perfect. Perfect. All right. I can never get this one very well, but we'll try. All right. Never mind. That was good. Tiny bit here. Perfect. All right, now we hope that it actually tests better this time. And I will wiggle it around a bit just to make sure that that doesn't have any effect on it, because I figure that the feet under the port, if they're not connected, they might just be connected sometime, and I don't want that. Let me clean this up a little bit. Definitely don't want a port that only works sometimes. All right. So I'll do this first without wiggling it. Ooh, we're missing one. Make sure it's just not a issue. Oh yeah, we're still missing one. I'm gonna have to reheat it. Try pressing down. Okay. That's definitely one of the ones inside. Let me put some tape back on this. This time I can cover the whole bottom. So hopefully nothing will melt. If it does melt, that's okay. I've got more ports. Holy crap, where's the end of this tape? There it is. I think. Wait. No, that's just a bump. Oh, here's the end. You know what? Actually no. I was gonna put a bigger piece, but then it's not gonna heat the board as much as it should. Oh crap, I lost it again. There it is. One day I'll figure out how to open this tape with my gloves on. Maybe I'll put another little layer just in case, because it's going to take a lot of heat. Oh my god, this tape. I should have got a bit wider. Oh, there it is. Is it this way? Or is it the other way? I can't tell. I can't tell which way it opens. This way, definitely. Got it. Look at me, guys. We got the tape. Alright. 2 layers of tape. That should be good. Yeah. Hey Yeti, how's it going? I'm trying to... I had to do trace repair on this board for the USB-C pads. And now the USB-C port itself is sitting a little high. So some of the pins down below it aren't quite connecting. Basically, I'm just going to try and reheat it and hopefully it doesn't melt. Got some Kapton tape on the bottom. So we'll see. And I could probably go lower temp, like I'm going to do 380 instead of 390 because this is my leaded solder. So less heat should be okay. Take some tweezers to just try to push it down when I get this heated. Although I can't really push too hard because it might flip off my desk. Okay, just that one leg is left. Let's see if I can sit this down anymore. Alright, I'm pushing down pretty hard. Alright. Make a flex board for it. Hey man, feel free. Alright, hopefully that helped. All those are still good. I mean, I put a lot of solder on those, so. Any melting on the bottom? Can't tell through the tape, but I don't want to take the tape off yet. Just gonna let it cool down so I can test it. If that don't work, I'm probably gonna have to take it off and scrape more at the solder mask to see if I can get it any more flat. Almost cooled down. That should be good enough. Still warm, but I don't think that matters. Did I put my tester away, or is it just staring at me on my desk and I don't see it? Yeah, it's right here. Right over here. Right. We pray. They're all good. Wait, let me like wiggle it. Just want to make sure that it's still good no matter what. All right. Good. I don't have to redo it. I was scared when I was putting it like bending it that way. I was afraid it was gonna pull off one of the pads or something, but no, it seemed good. Okay, I'm gonna pull off this tape. And get this cleaned up a little. Oh, is my ultrasonic cleaner preheated for that other board? I think it is. Yep, it sure is. Oh, I gotta degas it first anyway, though. Hopefully this isn't too loud on stream. It's it's probably horrible. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's so awesome that there's like this big community of like micro soldering and repair people. Oh, I saw my mic jump when the ultrasonic cleaner started. How horrible is it? Is it bad or is it okay? Could also maybe go in filters. Yeah. I have noise suppression on it already. I am on Discord. Yeah. My Discord is a different name than my channel. Because I just use my regular Discord. I didn't like make a new one or anything. But you can, let's see. I can actually just message you maybe. I'm in your Discord. Um, let's see. Okay, here you are. Let me. This is electronics therapy. Messaging you. Okay, so I sent you a message. Put you on my friends list too. There you go. Yep. Oh, it just says, "Hey, I'm electronics therapy." And the Discord is Cromwell. It's just my last name. Get this nice and clean. Oh yeah, forgot to look at this. Yeah, it melted the tiniest bit. I don't think it melted inside the board at all. Good. Yeah, that Captain tape really helps. Yeah, there's like a burnt piece right there. Is that because did the edge of the board burn, or is that just no? No, it didn't. That's just some crap, some flux or something burned. All right, thanks. I'll check it in a second. See if I can just kind of burn this off. It's not that much better, but it's good enough. It doesn't want to come off without heat. Oh, there we go. I just have to put a lot of pressure. So much that, look, it's kind of scraped that little bit away. Just from the Q-tip. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. Nice. I'm applying. Yes, I create repair content. My application is pending. Okay, I'll clean this up a little bit. Kind of blurry on the camera, isn't it? Let me refocus this. There we go. Made a bit of a mess here. Gonna use the good old foam cubes. Oh, I actually had one like right in front of me that I could have just grabbed, but that's okay. There we go. Nice and clean. Oh, it picked up that buzzing. It's only got 3 minutes left on degas. Okay, I can put this solder mask away. Actually, let me clean. Oh my god, look at that. See? Look how much is left on it. I squeezed out the tiniest bit, and look at that. It just, like, you put the tiniest amount of pressure in it, and it just keeps flowing. It doesn't know when to chill. Luckily, I could just, like, put a Q-tip through this. Just squeeze it out the top. this is the solder mask. It's the Real Life solder mask, the transparent one that's quick curing. Anytime you put just like a tiny amount of pressure on it to get just a little bit out, and I swear it just keeps flowing for a while before it stops. No, I don't have any flux cleaner. I want to get some. I need to see what all the hype is, because I've only used IPA. Is that flux or alcohol? I think that's alcohol. There's a lot of alcohol in that. Hi, Wiggle Hugs. Thanks for coming by. Where's my little brush? I'll take this brush. Make sure it's all dry. Okay, now I want to put this into a shell and see if everything works. Yeah, yeah, I've got all of the above. I mean, who doesn't have IPA though, right? That's a given. It's necessary. But yeah, the nano sponges, absolutely love them. I was only using cotton swabs before I got the nano sponges and the Kim wipes. Like, I mean, you just can't get into all the little crevices and stuff with the cotton swabs. It doesn't work. RL250? I'll have to look into that. I'm actually gonna like bring that up real quick. AliExpress. This way I don't forget. I'll just put it on my wish list. Okay. What did you say it was? It was RL250. RL250. I see. Okay, I'll put this on my wish list. Wow. Okay. Let's put this back in a board. I think the actual, I don't think it's either of these shells, is it? No. I think the shelf for this one's up on my shelf. Let's see. I've got so many switches over here. Okay, no, that is the shelf for it. Okay, this is it. This one has a nasty scratch here. I almost want to replace the digitizer, to be honest, even though it works. But anyway, let's see. I just want to make sure that this powers on and docks, because that was the only problem it had, was it wasn't docking. And I assumed it was just the port. Okay, come on, get in there. I never had this much difficulty. I swear. Am I... What is going on? There we go. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Why is this so hard? Oh no, that sucks. How are you enjoying the new place? You still working on your setup? The white cable's under it. There we go. Okay, I think that's it. Still not sitting perfectly flat. Why? Maybe the black cable's not routed right under here. Yep, that's it. It's not routed around this screw hole. Eh, come on, get down there and stay. There we go. Alright, that's better. I'm gonna struggle to get this in again. Not sure why this one is so hard. There we go. And my black cable got moved. Gotta get that out of there. Okay, I think we're good now. I think it's out of the way. No? Still feels like I'm pressing down on something. Speaker wires are clear. Why does it feel like I'm pushing down on something? It's not sitting perfectly flat. Oh, is it bumping that? No. What is happening? I know it's got that under there, but there's a lot of pressure. Cat 6 cable, nice. I at one point planned to wire my house and I got one room done and that was it. Someday. The funny thing is, I did it so long ago that I bought Cat 5 cable for it, and now it's been so long that I kind of need like Cat 6 cable for it. So I have all this Cat 5 Ethernet cable, and it's like, oh well, now I kind of don't want to install it because I could have Cat 6. I have never had such a hard time putting a switch in a chassis. Oh, there we go. Now it's sitting. Okay, I think it was just that black cable still was being weird because that's much better. Oh, and I still have the backlight under it too. Come on. Come on, backlight. Get out of there. There we go. Yes, that's much better. It's still not perfect. I think that's because the USB-C port, maybe. Since it's just kind of a hair lifted, I think. But yeah, it's not a problem. Let's go ahead and plug in video. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the power switch. Just to make it easier. Backlight, we need backlight. Oh yeah, just one, huh? Oh, you got some presents? Nice. I think maybe do I want to put one screw in this just to hold it in place? Okay, I think that's everything I need. I think this battery has charge. First thing, let's check, make sure it still charges. Okay, we got charging. Should power on. This is normal. This was happening before. Oh yeah, I don't have the digitizer in. Okay, just wanted to make sure it still powers on. Let me put the game card reader in. That's to the other one. This is the one. Put another screw in this. I need to put some of my stuff away. I'm getting a little confused. I look at everything and I'm like, can't find the one thing I need even though it's right in front of me. Okay, that's better. Need to drop this switch in the ultrasonic cleaner. I might just do it when stream's over. Oh yeah, I already got that one in. What am I doing? I'll put this one in. Alright. I don't need controllers as long as the digitizer works. Now let's see if we could get docking behavior. Because this is what the issue was before. It was not docking. Even though the USB port was messed up, it might not be the actual USB port was the issue. Just powering it on again real quick. Oh, I should probably plug in the battery to do that. Okay, coming on. Here we go. Still nothing? Okay, so there's another issue with this, I think, unless my HDMI is weird. Let me just make sure it's not the HDMI. I'll plug in a different one that works real quick. Okay. See if this comes up. No. Okay, so it's my HDMI capture. Why aren't you working? USB 3 Oh, okay, there it goes. Okay. Now let's try the other one. Interesting. Oh, there it goes. So it was the port all along. It was the port, and that one is good to go then. And I can put it back together, unless I want to change the digitizer. Did I check if it was charging? Let's see. Oh, of course, there's no charge indicator on this screen. Suppose I could have just switched over to this screen and looked at this. Yep, it's charging. Yep, 13 watts. Yep. All right. So that one's good. Turn this off. I'll probably do the digitizer another day. I'll save this one because I think I do want to replace the digitizer. It's pretty rough condition. I'm gonna grab another switch. Both ways. That's a good thing to test. So it's charging in that way. It's charging that way. Yep. Yep. Same behavior. Alright. Set this one aside and do the digitizer later. Use some of my tweezers over here. Don't need this anymore. Oh, I was wondering why my computer was like, hey, this device malfunctioned when I plugged it in. That's because this one is goes to my computer. And this one is the USB meter, and I plugged in the computer one on accident. Put this tape away as I knock down another tape. Oh well, I'll get it later. Don't need this. Alright. I have more to look at. Let's see, what do I have over here? This one just has rail issues, but it needs a new front plate. I've got a bunch with broken LCDs, which I don't feel like tackling right now. Wait, what is this one? Busted LCD, okay. I do have, yeah, I have this one, which I've already taken apart, and it looks like I replaced the P13 and the BQ. It fails to boot plugged in. It needs an M92 chip, and it also has a bad LCD FPC connector. Quite a lot. Let me move this off. This is the one I gotta clean. I think I put an M92 on this one, and I saw the same or different issues or something, and it, I believe, was like very confusing for me. Wait, where's the, oh, where's the eMMC for this one? What do I do with it? Oh, it's right here. Okay, I gotta keep that. Let's keep that one right there so I don't mix it up. Because I have the other eMMC over here. Or, you know what, I'll just put this eMMC over here with this one. Definitely don't want to mix those up. It's just sitting in here, okay. You can bypass the M92, right? What version is this? This is an HAC CPU 20. I'm curious with all this if I plug this in with my battery connector, what it draws. Yeah, I'll just throw an M92 on there first. Why not? Kind of want to start this one over from scratch. It's been a while since I looked at it. Alright. Let's see what's going on. Let me get this focused. Oops. There we go. Okay. Up a little, maybe? Down a little. There we go. melted that connector a bit, eh? You know, I have such a hard time not melting this connector. It's like no matter how much I've put like 4 layers of Kapton tape on this and aluminum over it, and I always still melt just like this side a little bit. It never fails, but I think it's probably fine. Let's see, does this flip up? Oh yeah, that's still fine. Are all those there? Is that missing anything? I don't think so. Yeah, that looks good. Have I touched anything else on this? I got flux everywhere. I have to ultrasonic clean this board when I'm done with it. What have I done? Haven't touched the max chip. Oh, I had to do a trace repair on the P13, it looks like. Didn't touch the fuel gauge, maybe? Is that on right? It's supposed to be upside down? Yeah, that's right, because the plus is pin 1 where the triangle is. Oh, it's still a little blurry. Hang on. Hang on. Nope, up. Okay, there, that's better. Can I get this a little sharper? I think that's good, yeah? I want to get a better camera. This one's just a 1080p camera. Alright, let me put this M92 on. Now, is this my solder or factory solder? That's probably my solder. Oh, yeah. That would probably be a good idea. You know what else I was thinking too is I have like an old silicone mat. I was thinking of cutting the old silicone mat up into smaller pieces. But I think the problem like when I'm heating this is that even when I block like right here, it just kind of the hot air just kind of heat creeps in like under whatever I'm using to shield it. But yeah, I see what you mean. Like if I had a little shield, it has those edges and I could just kind of set it on top of it and it would kind of like the edge of it would go down there towards the board. I'm sure I have some extra, so I'll try that next time. Okay, let me get some flux on this. I'm gonna lower my temp. Actually 380, that's fine. Oh yeah? Yeah, I mean it's a good idea. Let's see if I can do this without getting any in the center. Okay, I gotta melt some of this first. There we go. It flowed the wrong way. I'm gonna have to put more flux. It didn't flow the right way. I need some more up here. Oh, there's a little bridge right there. Got it. This flux holds its shape so well. This is the BHRA. It doesn't want to cover those whole pads. Let me just maybe put a teeny bit more on. Why doesn't it want to go on that pad right there? There we go. Ah, the last little bit, and I get it all over the middle. So close. And yeah, my iron's getting stuck because I'm using the C110. I almost had it without getting any in the middle. Is this okay to use, or do I need to cut it? Yeah, it's probably fine. Let me see if I can get enough heat on this with the 110. I think that's good. And now let me soak up just a little bit more. That's probably fine. Oh, my camera's a little cut off, huh? You're seeing the corner of everything I'm doing. Electrolytic caps and you don't want them to explode? Oh, yeah, yeah, I've seen plenty of videos of that happening. I vicariously learned my lesson with that one. Hopefully that's not too much in the middle. I don't want to squeeze out too much. I think I'm going to go back in and soak up that last little bit. Alright, fresh flux. I didn't just almost knock over my hot air nozzle. I'll just put a bit because I'm going to use this to put the chip on too. Soak it. There, that's good. That's how much I feel like should be on there. Take it easy, Eddie. Alright. Let me... Do I have the shield for this? Yeah, let me put this on so I don't cook the RAM. Take my M92. Where's pin 1 again? Is pin 1 that triangle? Let me just... I'll just look at the board view real quick. Let's see, this is HAC 20, CPU 20, yes. And yep, pin 1 is that triangle. So it goes... Alright, this goes with the dot like that. Yeah. pretty sure the text goes that way too. I'm gonna try and drop this on after heating it. I'm not very good at it, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll call it training. Man, I swear I can't get this camera to just be perfect. It always looks blurry to me, no matter how much I do it. That looks not bad. I don't know. I'm also on a 1080p plasma TV, so it's hard to tell. I want to get new monitors eventually. Then I can read text better. Okay, I'm gonna do, I don't know, 380. Put my nozzle back on. Where's my nozzle? There it is. And what did I say? 50%? Yeah, airspeed. Actually, I'm gonna blow it away at 50. Let me try. Let's see if 40 I can do it without blowing it away. Zoom in a little more actually so I can see better. Okay, we're molten. I'm doing this on my silicone mat, so it's like rising. Told you I'm not very good. Uh-oh. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now it's too far. Now it's off. Dang, I should have left it alone. I should have left it alone. I'm getting shaky. That looks pretty good. We'll see how that is. It looks a hair crooked. Probably should have done that in the board holder. Then it wouldn't have blown up my mat. I mean, that's kind of the whole point. I got it. Clean that off. All right, let's check my work on this. It's weird. I think I'm better at doing BGA than I am these IC chips. That's a little off, but those are all connected, I think, probably. Yeah, it's a little uneven. Those are all still on the pads, even though they're a little crooked. That's good. And that's good. Could check all the pins. Make sure that they're all right. Let it cool down real quick. Probably doesn't help I'm on this hot mat. Yeah, I'm gonna gonna set this on a little fan that I have real quick. It cools it down in like 20 seconds, but it doesn't cool it down too fast. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's open up Flexboard view and make sure I got diode readings right on all these. Okay. Diode mode. Okay, am I looking at this upside down? Sure I am. Let me flip that. Okay. That's right. That's good. That's good. That one, that a little low. Fourth pin. It says 692. That's a little low. And that one should not be open line. So I think it's not connected. Probably gotta move this just a little bit. Because I mean, the rest of them, that one's okay too. That one's okay. Yeah, that one should not be open line. What is it, this one? Yeah. And I am making good contact. Okay, let me reheat that. Oh, good night, JFix. See you around. Let me put this in the board holder this time so it's easier. Kind of hard when it's bubbling up and you can't see what the hell you're working on because it starts going blurry. Let's put it in this way. That is nice and sturdy. Now refocus this. Up, nope, down. Good night, Glisha. Thanks for coming. Okay. Yeah, let me reheat this. Same temp. 380, 40% airspeed. And I just need to push it that way a little. A little more. Shoot. No, that was too much. That was probably good. There. I think that's... Just flow into place, would you? I'm not good at this. This is the part that I suck at. I swear these chips are the hardest for me. Uh-oh. I'm so lucky I haven't knocked off any other components. Okay, that seems better. Little ball right there. Let's check. Oh, that looks a lot straight. A lot more straight. Oh yeah, that's way straighter. Way more aligned. Yeah, that looks way better. Hey Dana, what's up? Dude, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. I had a lot of people come in today. It feels awesome. I'm very grateful for the shout outs from you, from JFix, from Ace. It's so nice having people to talk to, especially people who, you know, are interested in repairing things. Yeah, well, this was the second time I had to move this. Um, oh, you should have seen my USB port earlier. That was nice. Other than like, I still had to reheat it because I put solder mask under it because I had to repair like 6 of the pads. But I mean, the placement was so perfect. I've never got a board on that straight, like that fast. Yeah, thanks. How hot is this? Still a little hot. Let it cool down before I clean it more. I want to try a kamikaze attempt soon. I haven't done kamikaze on the OLEDs. I've modded them, but I've always used the DAT0 adapter because I've never modded them to keep them modded, only to like diagnose issues. But I really want to try the kamikaze because uh, someone actually asked me on one of my listings on eBay if I could mod the OLED for them, and I was like, well, I can, but I don't have experience with the kamikaze method, and so it would have to be with the DAT0 adapter. And they told me that they were hesitant to have that done because they have a DAT0 adapter on their current OLED, and that they thought it was failing. And I was like, yeah, that's totally understandable. Yeah, the USB-C pads, some of them you have like nothing to connect to. Some of them with like the via right next to them, there's so little. And then once you put the solder mask on, it sits kind of high. And I tried to scrape it down as much as I could without like compromising the sturdiness of the pads, but yeah, it's tough. Yeah, no, I think I'll be able to do it, honestly. Maybe not like perfect first attempt, of course, right? But um, I definitely am confident that like I can do it. But I definitely didn't want to attempt it though on a known good board that I was attempting to sell, especially if that guy was gonna pay for it. All right, man, take it easy. Thanks for coming by. think we're cooled down. Let me do diode mode again. What was it? It was like pin 4 that was open. Okay, there, yeah, now we got something. Now we got something, and that looks better too. Perfect. And these? I'm touching the, gotta do this without touching the plate. That looks okay. Usually they're like 4-1 though. Or maybe it's 3-8 and 4-1, I don't know. See ya! Okay, now that this board's actually back together, I want to see what it does. Let me clean that up a little bit. Need more alcohol than that. There we go. All right. Let's power this thing. See what's going on. We're not pulling current with it just plugged in, which is good. Let me put the eMMC on. Otherwise, we're just going to be stuck in first stage. You know what? Where's the plate for this one? I'm not actually sure. Was it up on my shelf? So I don't see a plate up here. Might have to find a donor plate. I don't know what I did with this one. Well, I have this plate right here I can throw on it, even though this is for the other switch that I'm working on. Can't really see what I'm doing. I'm just putting the plate under where the eMMC sits. There. Okay. Let's give this some power. Where's my fat tweezers? There they are. Okay. I think we're booting. Oh yeah, we're booting. Actually 5. Okay, yeah. That looks like boot to me. Ooh. Maybe. That seems kind of high. It keeps jumping high. But this is a version 1. I haven't done one of these in a minute. I want to hook it up to a screen and see what it does. Oh wait, this is the one that needs an FPC connector, isn't it? Let me look at this real quick. It needs, oh yeah, it's not even on there. Duh, how am I gonna connect it? Okay, I gotta do that real quick then. I did order some, that's what I was waiting for this one. So let me put this back. Alright. Oh, you know what? I need this to hang over the side so I can, here, probably better if I go like this so you can see what I'm doing better. So, yeah, I need this to hang over the side, so just gonna put it in like this. Push that tight. Push that tight. That's good. Let me pop the eMMC off now. We're going to replace this connector. Let me see, where are they? I have them in a drawer here. I should have wrote on them. I've got regular ones and OLED ones. I need to look at them both and figure out which one's which. Wait, maybe I didn't order OLED ones? Because I don't see any. Okay, maybe I didn't. Maybe I don't have both. Let's see. I don't see them. Okay, maybe I only have regular Switch ones then. Let's see. Let's pop one of these out. Hopefully these aren't OLED ones. I think these are OLED ones. Wait. Let me compare it to another Switch. Here, let's look at this. Nope, these are OLED ones for sure. Okay, did I not order regular Switch ones? I could have sworn I did. I might have to check my AliExpress and see if I ever actually ordered these or not. Put these ones away. If not, I will order them now. Okay. Let me check my orders real fast. There's the Switch OLED ones. Yeah, I did. LCD. Well, where the hell did I put them then? Because I definitely ordered them. Now I'm confused. Just confusing myself. So I definitely did order them. There's the OLED ones. Oh, you know what? Oh no, they're not in here. What the heck did I do with them? Oh, is this them? Aha! I found them. They were under everything, all my parts. You know what I want to kind of do real quick? Can I go and do... I want to go into Streamlabs and add a stream label. Can I do that? Never mind. That's not what I want. Thinking of... just getting like a viewer counter. Viewer count widget. There, it says widget added. What else is in here, huh? Emote wall, spin wheel, bit goal, follower goal. What I really want to do is get, like, I don't know why it doesn't show emotes in chat for YouTube. I don't know how to do that. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Oh, I see. There's a little viewer count in the top left. Wait, is that this? Is that this whole box? Oh, where's the Twitch viewers? That's just YouTube. Huh. Wait. Streamlabs, widgets, viewer count settings. I don't need a theme. There we go, Twitch and YouTube. Perfect. Save settings. Did that update it? No, it's still the same. Remove that. And add it again. There we go. Yeah. Let me make this smaller. Boom. Just put this in like right there, eh? That's good. I'll switch, put it here in microscope camera, put it on thermal camera, put it on screen share, HDMI, that's fine. I can put it on the BRB screen, why not? Alright, there. Now I can see how many people are watching, so I know. Alright, anyway, let's get this connector on. Grab one of these out. Eh, there, get under there. Boom, just dump it out. Okay, just bagging this up and putting it back where I can lose it again. Alright, let's get this board over here. Let me tin these. Unless they are already tinned, which they look like they might be. I don't know if I tinned those or if that's just the solder that was left, so I'm gonna run over it again. Can use Omega 559. That should be good. Hopefully that'll get to all of it. Yep, perfect. That was really good. It came out excellent. All right. Let's get this connector on there. Now this goes on from this way. wonder if I can grab this wide with my other tweezers. Never mind, I'll just turn this a little. Okay. Just get this straight on there. Just go up a hair, I think. Right there. It's a little crooked. Those pins are a little off still. That's better. That should fall right into place. Okay. Oh, did that move a little? I think it moved a little because it's crooked now. Does it need to back up? Honestly, I think it'll flow. Yeah, I think it'll flow back on its own. Alright, taking my nozzle off for this. Gonna do 380, 100% airspeed. Let me get that better in frame. There you go. It's just a little. Sorry, it's a little hard to get this opening in. Okay. Didn't see it move yet, but I just saw it wick up all the solder on the back ones. I guess it's probably good, huh? I mean, I know those front ones have melted. I'll check the pins individually. But that looks good to me. Let's see. Yeah, those all look connected. That's not moving. Looks like it not as perfectly even over here. Oh, that one's not connected. I can fix that one, no problem. Maybe I needed to push it down a little. Not sure. Last time I put one of these on, it just flowed on super nicely. Wow, okay, I don't have to check those. I can easily tell those are all connected. It's just those front ones. Let me just solder, which one is that one? see if that did the job. Those tweezers are too blunt, but yeah, that seems like it's on there. Well, now it's definitely on there. Okay, let's get this out of the board holder. We know that's on there. Just gonna clean up what we can. Should be cool now, because it was cooling down while I was soldering that. Alright, let's get this in a shell and test it. This cable's not quite routing around here. Okay, that's better. Is anything stuck under it? Nope, nope, everything looks good. Pull that up there. Alright, it's sitting very nice. No bump at all. Put one screw in just to hold everything down. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and attach the backlight, if I can get it with my finger. But, oh, there we go, finally got it. Alright. I was about to say, alright, well I guess I can't get it with my finger. You know, when NanoFix was streaming the other day and he was saying that, like, you know, some cables, like, he was saying that one FPC LCD cable was harder to get in. I feel it, because this one is that way. It just doesn't, like, although I think this one's like a little bit bent. I'm not sure. I can't even close this. Well, we'll see if that's making connection. I'm honestly not sure. Find out in a minute. Okay, power cable. Go home. Go home, power cable. Or not. Usually the power cable's pretty easy. There. Okay. Battery. Actually, no, I don't. I'm gonna put it power supply. Alright, we're not drawing anything. That's good. Power on. Anything? Oh no, it turned itself off. It killed itself. Why'd it do that? Stuck at 220. Wait, is it because the EMMC? It's because the EMMC is not in it, isn't it? Haha! Gotta be smarter than the board. Okay. Hello? There it goes. Oh no, that went like right back to 0 after trying to boot. Did you see that? Let's see if I can get it to do that again. Doing a hard reset. Okay. Oh, nothing. No power. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Could it be the LCD connectors? Maybe bridging something somewhere? Wait, now it's doing... Oh, wait, is it? I saw the backlight turn on, and now it's off again. What's it doing? Did you see that? Wait, let me plug the battery in. Wonder if my connection's just loose. Wait, is that sitting in there right? Is that battery? Yeah, that looks okay. Does it charge? I know this USB-C port's good. No charge. My USB meter's breaking. It does that sometimes. I don't know how to fix it. It's something with my USB resources on my computer that always does this. I probably won't detect it now. Let me see, what if I completely kill the power on it? Then plug it back in. Still no detection. Yeah, my computer's not detecting it at all now. I don't know why it does this. I gotta figure that out. I don't think it's the fast reader software. I'm using Circuit Fix's software. No, because it's just not being detected by my computer. At all. This is this plug, I think. It's weird because I can hear the like disconnect reconnect noise. I have my desktop audio muted, so you probably can't hear it. Well, you shouldn't be able to hear it. Yeah, it's not detecting it at all. Usually it comes up as like a USB drive. I don't know. Not sure why it does this. Let's try switching ports. See if that fixes it. That did fix it. It's like Windows just disabled that port. I wonder if it's like the USB sleep settings to save power kind of thing. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so anyway, we're not pulling crap. We're actually stuck at 5 volts, which is interesting. Now, just curious, what if I unplug this? Is it because this cable's jacked up, I wonder? Plug the battery back in. And this port is good, right? I'm like pretty sure I've tested this port. It does feel a little loose. Yeah, port is good. What about if I wiggle this around a little? Yeah, yeah. That battery connector's not sitting like in all the way. Is that what it was? No, we're still 5 volts. That's weird. Why is it stuck at 5.237? Because it's not moving from that. Because it was just booting more. Let me see. I want to plug the power supply into it. Let's bypass some of this. Because that makes me think like M92, right? Yeah, see, we're drawing power. We're jumping. Oh, that's even... Oh, I thought that was a boot for a second. That's a lot of power draw to then just shut off. Let me see again. I want to do that one more time. I want to look at the screen, see if anything happens on the screen. Oh, wait, nothing will happen on the screen because it's not connected to the screen, obviously. So let me put the screen back in. I just want to see if anything comes up on it. And I also want to see if the voltage is any different. This LCD connector might be not good enough. Well, that looks in. Okay. Oh, what? What? We're just working now? Error. 21340501. Isn't that M92? Right? Ah, I already forgot that. I already forgot. Okay, hang on. I'm pretty sure that's an M92 error. Good to see the LCD connectors working. Twenty-one 340501. 21340501. MMC or M92 or corrupted system files. Oop. Let's see. Looks like I've already been to this page. I don't think this is going to be a max chip issue, right? I mean, it's booting fine. I don't understand. I don't feel like this could be a max chip issue. And check voltages around the max chip due to M92. Okay, well, that seems like a project for next stream. I do kind of want to just kind of look at this M92 real quick though. So let's do that. Have I replaced this M92? Because it looks like it. Oh wait, this is the M92 I just put on now. Yeah, it is. So then I don't think it's the M92 then. I could diode mode read these real quick. Let me look at my flex board view. Let me see. Ones I know to fail a lot are, I've gotten a lot of ones with, let's see, these two going out. That's good. That one's good. Um, for 8. Those are all good. Those ones have good ratings on that side. All 4-2 on this. Okay, come on. There we go. All 4-2 on that side. That's normal. That's normal. This is ground. 6-4. Is that normal? 6-7-4. Yeah, that's 5-7. These should be 6-7. 5-8. Okay. Most of these seem good. I wonder if this one is RCMable. That's probably what I'll start with next stream. But that's gonna be it for me today. I appreciate everybody who stopped by, and especially the people who talked in chat. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.